Hi, I'm Dr. Patrick Cohn. Today I'm here with Wendy Martin, who was a member of the '92 Olympic team in which they earned bronze that year. We're talking about gymnastics and the psychology of gymnastics, specifically some of the challenges that perfectionists face in gymnastics. Wendy, obviously there's some real issues with gymnasts and perfectionism. I see it a lot in skating, I see it a lot in gymnastics as well. One of the challenges I see are not only the expectations that gymnasts place upon themselves to be perfect, but also they often extrapolate and feel expectations from others like coaches and parents and teammates to be perfect as well. So it makes it really tough for that gymnast to have a pressure-free performance because they're so focused on matching their expectations and others' expectations.
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk a little bit about what you've seen?
Sure. A lot of the kids that I work with seem to, the expectations they would have are, their coach thinks that they should move up or they should win the competition if they hit, or they feel like their parents, they're letting their parents down if they don't hit because of all the commitment their parents, put into it. But a lot of times these kids come up with these expectations, sometimes on their own, where their parents didn't put that expectation on them and their coach didn't put their expectation, but the kid feels that expectation. And so what we do say to them is, you can't really, when you do your performance is just the routine. And you just have to focus on your skills. You can't worry about if those expectations are real or if they're not real. We can't really focus on them because there's really nothing we can do about that. All we can do is focus on our skills at hand. And so we try to explain to them and teach them, if they are real expectations, that somebody has, how to cope with them as well. And if those people didn't put those expectations on, we teach them, don't make up stuff, or make up, I don't want to say like make up, but interpret things differently than, a coach says. So we teach them how to just, hear what the coach is saying or hear what the parents are saying and not interpret them into an expectation.
And I think it's very easy for athletes to interpret as an expectation when a parent or a coach says, oh, you've been doing so well in your training that you're good for a top 3 at this competition, where they're trying to enhance that athlete's confidence.
Right.
But now the athlete's going, oh no, they expect me to get a top 3 this event, and so that can create a lot of pressure for the athlete.
And the athlete's going to hear it all the time. They're going to hear it from friends, they're going to hear it from schoolmates, they're going to hear it from everyone, because everyone's really just trying to help. And they're trying to, encourage, and they're trying to pump the gymnast up for a competition. And so they'll say things like, oh, you'll win this meet, you'll do great. And so they're really just trying to, be nice. But the perfectionist internalizes that as in, oh my gosh, if I don't do well, I'm going to embarrass myself because this person thinks I'm going to win. And they just need to just let all the expectations go. And just, know that there's nothing that we can do about the expectations, the outcomes. All we can do is focus again on just the routines.
But perfectionists, as you know, they have their own gig, they have their own expectations,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of what people are saying or doing around them,
Mm-hmm.
such as, I need to be perfect, I can't make any mistakes, I have to get a 9.0 or whatever the number is in their head, which we call those outcome expectations. So really, I think one of the first steps is helping them identify what are those expectations that are causing them to try too hard or over control or to feel a lot of pressure about having a perfect performance.
And perfectionists think that expectations are good. They like holding themselves to very high standards. And what we found out is that expectations, as saying, I have to work out this hard or I have to be this good, they just put extra pressure and extra stress on an athlete. And that expectations aren't always good. I know a lot of people use the word expectation as because they think it's a goal or a standard, and it's not. It's very different. If you expect that you're going to win and you don't, then you're disappointed. If you have a goal, to be really aggressive and to, go into your competition with, just really good confidence and work on things, the things you can control, then you can say, I did that better, or maybe I need to work a little harder, but you're not as disappointed in yourself because you don't have that expectation.
Well, and let's make it clear for our listeners or our viewers that certainly confidence, you want high confidence, you want a belief that you can win, you want a belief that you can hit that routine.
Mm-hmm.
But that expectation is a much different concept altogether, which creates judgment
Right.
about what they're doing, which creates a focus on the outcome.
Mm-hmm.
So you really want your gymnast to have a high level of confidence, void of those expectations.
Right, and I do think that people misunderstand the word expectation, because when you see it on TV, or you read articles, or you just listen to people, they say, yeah, we have an expectation of this, or we expect this, and I think that it's not a goal. A goal, everything needs to be, especially for a perfectionist, just goal oriented. How you can go into your competition and see if you can have straight legs on your back walkover or your back handsprings, or see if you can stick your landings, and make things attainable goals that you can shoot for in your competition.
Or commit to my routine, or just
Mm-hmm.
focus on the process, let go of mistakes quickly.
That's a big one. Let go
All
of
good stuff.
mistakes. Yeah, that would be a great one.
Great. Thanks for your tips today, Wendy. I'm Dr. Patrick Cohn with Wendy Martin in our series about perfectionism in gymnastics. If you want more tips to improve your mental toughness, check out our new website at gymnasticsmentalcoach.com. We'll see you there.